Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
And we happened to run into each other in the elevator.
Because you heard him say...
I heard him say that somebody's blocking my vehicle. That's when I introduced myself. I apologized for blocking his vehicle. And then I basically told him, I said, listen.
Oh, you weren't sorry.
No, I mean, listen.
Okay, but anyway, so you tell him, I think you hit my vehicle?
This is the plaintiff, Edward Konomoff. He says the defendant backed into a parking spot next to his car, misjudged the distance and scraped his car, scratching his bumper. The man has denied it to him, but he has a special surprise in store for him today because he has the evidence to prove his case. He's suing for $763.65, the cost of his repairs. This is the defendant, Yakov Levitsky. He says he has backup sensors on his 2020 Chrysler Pacifica, and he did not hit the plaintiff's car. The guy has circumstantial evidence at best. There are no scratches on his bumper, and he's not going to pay this guy a red cent. He's accused of a backup crack-up.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
People's Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marilyn Milian is now presiding. We don't need this anymore. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Konomoff, you are suing Mr. Levitsky for $763.65 for the repair of your vehicle that you say he hit. What happened?
So the incident occurred on August 1st in the evening time, around 7:45, 8 p.m. I was walking out of my apartment building into the private parking lot when, as I approached my vehicle, I noticed that there was damage on my left side rear bumper.
Okay, your left side rear, so the driver's side rear bumper.
Correct.
Okay, go on.
So the parking lot has 2 basic lanes. It fits around 13 cars. Each spot is assigned to a particular apartment. The spot that the defendant was parked in is usually empty. So I didn't know who it was, whether it was a food delivery guy, but I just knew that, or a visitor, but I knew that it wasn't a resident of the building. So I inspected the defendant's vehicle. It's free of major scratches, dings, dents, a very good condition. Took an overall look, and then when I went to the front bumper, I saw the damage.
Okay, now hold on. So he's parked how?
He's parked in the forward position.
He's parked forward?
In a forward position, correct. So his back is towards my back.
So there's a row here, he's here.
And I'm right in the back. Right, where our 2
He's here and he's like this, because you're both facing. All right, so you walk around his car because his is the car you don't recognize. And it's also, but is it directly behind where you park?
Not directly behind, it's 1 spot over.
Okay, so did you also inspect the car that's directly behind you?
Yes, I did. I inspected all the cars. Okay.
Every single car in the lot?
There's only 9 cars. At that time, yes.
So you literally inspected every single car in the lot?
I inspected all the cars.
So when you inspect his car, you notice damage where?
On the front side, driver's side front bumper.
Driver's side front bumper.
Correct.
All right. So what do you do?
So afterwards, I inspected his body. I looked at the shape, the size, and the pattern marks. Okay, they all matched. I also took a closer look. There are fragments of silver paint on it, which matched my paint.
Your car is what color?
Silver.
And what color is his car?
White.
Okay. So there's fresh paint fragments?
There's just small, fragments of my silver paint.
How many?
Like 4 or 5.
Okay.
I took a picture of one.
And so what do you do?
So I didn't know who it was. I backed into it. I backed into him, so I blocked him, basically.
So when you say you backed into him, you don't mean you hit him, right?
No. I just backed
you
my
mean
car,
you blocked his
blocking.
car so he couldn't leave. Did you leave a note?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I put a big note on top with my name, number. I said, please call me. Then I went back upstairs. 5 minutes later, I decided to just wait it out, and we happened to run into each other in the elevator.
Because you heard him say?
I heard him say that somebody's blocking my vehicle. That's when I introduced myself. I apologized for blocking his vehicle, and then I basically told him, I said, listen.
Oh, you weren't sorry.
No, listen.
Okay, but anyway, so you tell him, I think you hit my vehicle?
Yeah, I told him, listen, there's damage on my car, there's damage on your car, damage matches, okay? What do you want to do in terms of let's go inspect we went outside, we inspected the cars afterwards.
Was he with the person who he was visiting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you know that person?
No, it's the first time we met.
Okay, so go on.
Defendant looked at the damages.
Was he surprised to see the damage on his car or no?
Yes.
What did he say? What makes you say that?
I didn't think, it was a light. I felt that he was generally didn't know that he probably hit my car until he saw it.
But like a person knows if they hit a car. Like there's an unmistakable sound of steel on steel.
It wasn't a major accident. It was a light hit. So it could have been, he could have felt it, I was giving the person the benefit of the doubt.
Okay,
so
how did it get resolved?
So basically, he was saying that he didn't do it, okay, that it wasn't him that hit my car. I explained to him, I told him to take a look again. Then the person that was with him actually went to my car, took a look at the pattern marks, and said, whoever hit me in reverse. Somebody had to be going in reverse.
What qualifies him to analyze pattern marks?
He was just looking at it.
And he said what? That whoever hit you
was going in reverse instead of in a forward position.
So the friend he was with says it can't be him because he's parked with his nose in, and whoever hit you had to hit you with the nose out? How would he know that?
I don't know.
All right, so what happened there, Mr. Levetsky?
This is friend of mine live of that apartment in the same building he was 76 years old. We are friends 70 years. I have to
visit him. So you went to visit him, and then who told you you could park there?
Okay, I called him 10, 15 minutes before I reached his building. And he said, I'm gonna let you parking in my parking lot because I don't have a car. I came, he visited me in a parking lot. I parked the car, he was there all the time since I came.
Did you have any trouble parking?
Absolutely not. There's a big...
So you came in, and then he's there, and he tells you, park right here, and you just pull right in.
And I just make and park in car and went...
Nose first?
Nose, yes.
Right, okay.
And back. And after that, we have a dinner together, we're talking, old people talk. And after that,
young people talk too.
9:15, 9:30, I said, listen, you have to understand, I gotta go sleep because 5:15, regardless, for the last 30 years, I leave my house or apartment or whatever. Okay, he said, this is the bedroom. And I go close because there's a lot of light, draperies. And I says, Isaac, I see somebody parking car front of my car. I don't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We have to put it close and go down and see what happens.
Okay.
We put the clothes, put the bottom on the elevator, 5th floor. And the gentleman, when I say now, come in. And we're still talking. I said, listen, it's unbelievable. How is the possibly parking car? How can we find it? It was already like 9:30, 9:45, maybe 9. And gentleman said, this is my car, right in the elevator. I said, but why you block it? He said, because we have when you parking, you damage my car. I said, I'm so sorry. Let me see it. We came up there. He did show me some scratch on his car, which is I took my camera right away in the same minute. I said, but let me see, show me on my car. He started trying to show me on my car. There is no any paint, not sealer, everything. I said, can you do me a favor, mark it front? And I called my friend, look. He said, right here. I so apologize if something happened, but there is nothing because I came.
I'm sorry, are you saying there's no damage to your car?
It's absolutely nothing. But I said, that area when you show me, and I said, look, you scratch is approximately 5.5 inches higher when you show me.
So you're saying that the marks don't match?
Approximately between 5.5 for 58 years.
Okay, did anyone actually take a measuring, like a yardstick or something, and measure and take pictures?
No. We didn't make the pictures because I said there is nothing there. But you know what? You park the car, you're thinking this way, it's very simple. My car is a full coverage. We're going to call, and he stuck, my friend, and said, call police. I said, okay, we're going to call police, we're going to make a report, and I have a full coverage. If something happened, if the police going to prove there is nothing there. In that moment when I said I called police, the gentleman said, I'm sorry, don't worry, guys, everything is fine. He put himself in
Why didn't you want the police called?
in his car and moved the car right away.
What never happened?
I told him, I said, if you want to call the police, we can call the police.
No.
Hold on. Wait, now I'm listening to him. If you want to call the police, you can call the police.
Yeah, you can call the police. He didn't want to call the police, okay? Second of all, the person that
Why didn't you call the police?
I didn't call the police because, one, I didn't want to make a big deal out of the situation. Plus, the person that he was with was an elderly person. He's of age, okay? I didn't want him to stand out there for an hour and a half. But I didn't have all the evidence just yet because I asked him, I said, did you at any point in time, okay, while parking your car in a forward position, try to park the car in reverse? So I knew, based on all the evidence, the shape, the size, the pattern marks, and the location.
And what qualifies you to make that decision? The shape, the size, the pattern marks. There's no pattern. There's damage on yours and damage on his. Let's look at the damage on yours and let's look at the damage on his. Everyone's an expert.
There is no damage on mine.
Hold on. Let's look at the damage on the plaintiff's car. So, and what kind of car is this?
It's an X1 BMW 2018.
Okay. This is the
defendant's car.
What's that?
That's a piece of the silver paint that was embedded in his bumper.
Is this your car? Is that your car?
Yes, that's my car. Absolutely.
Is that not damage on your car that I'm looking at in that picture?
No, there's no damage. There's a small, this is small scratch on the top.
Okay, well, yeah.
Oh, no, that's always,
That's always what?
Oh, no. We have on a bumper because my car, I don't have it. I come on a job site everywhere. It's parking.
Are you saying, I'm sorry, are you saying this was already there before?
Absolutely. It's
I thought you said there was no damage on your car. Now it's old damage on your car.
No. This is not damage. It's a small scratch. I have this old picture right here. And I have no damage whatsoever.
I'm sorry, am I not looking, are my eyes deceiving me that there's no damage right there? Look at the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't see that damage?
No, on the top, the scratch?
Yeah.
That's it?
Well, no.
Okay,
The question isn't, is the Pacifica, more sturdy than the BMW? The question is there damage on your car? You said, no damage on my car. Then you're like, that's all damage because I'm on a construction site.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Get up to 45% off site-wide, plus premium doorbusters and a free professional measure. Now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
The reality is, guys prefer naturals. And if it's natural body wash you're looking for, Dr. Squatch has got you Natural Kings covered. The ingredients, naturals. Scent options, naturals. Around-the-clock moisturization, naturally. Now available in-store and online at drsquatch.com. Dr. Squatch Body Wash, for men who prefer natural.
I have no way of knowing what the measurement is. I drive a Pacifica, okay? So I know how high or low a Pacifica is.
You drive the Pacifica, so you know, George, that when you back it up on the side with the mirror, it's all signal right away. As soon as you're close to the car or you back it up,
Well, he doesn't think you hit it from the back. He thinks you hit it from your front, with your front.
It's can benefit. It's on the left side front, correct?
Right. He thinks that you hit it trying to back into that spot. And you're saying you never backed into that spot.
No, I never back in. No, because my car stay front to the parking lot on the canopy.
You drive in and you immediately just go in.
Drive in and go in.
No problems parking.
I park. It's always parking. That's what they designed it.
Yeah, but you just went right in and went face forward in.
No.
No, you didn't,
like
did
that.
you?
You're gonna parking. You're gonna.
Did you ever try to back into that space?
To that space?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. No, but I never there. I there only one time.
I need you to hear my question. Did you ever try to back into that space? You realize that he has you on tape, right? Do you know that?
No.
You said to me that you come in and you go nose forward and that's it. Let's see the tape.
No, I never see, like, you cannot come like this and go like that.
So what did you do?
You go straight, and after that you back it up, and you go back and turn your car and go straight on the front.
Here's my question. Did you ever attempt to back into that space?
Do I back into that space?
Did you ever?
Yes, I did. One second. When during the parking, but I'm not backing up, because when you back it up, that side is completely opposite when he damaged.
Let's see. Let's see the video. Oh, let's look at this picture. Yeah. So the last car there, this silver car is yours?
Correct.
That's his car.
And then this white car is his Pacifica?
Yes.
Correct.
What are you doing here? This is your car and you're backing up.
Can I come closer if you...
Yeah, you can go right up there.
Thank you very much. Okay, I would like to see the number. Maybe this is not my car because the because my.
Well, let's finish seeing this one. Here you are, right there.
What time is this, huh? If it's a.
What time did you get there?
Approximately 6:52.
That's exactly the time, 6:49.
Okay.
Now watch what you're doing.
That's and I back it up. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Look how far. That's exactly what I'm doing. Look.
Are you attempting to go back first into the space?
No, not to the space. A little bit to the. This is roadway to go in. So I back it up, straight past.
Let's see the next tape. This tape is at 6:49 and 51 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
So here you are. Let's take it up where we left off.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Absolutely right. But not back it up all the way. Look, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Absolutely true. Yeah. 100%. But I didn't go off there because there is the same column.
What are you doing? Like if you're going nose first into why is your back there? What is it you're doing? What are you doing there?
I gotta make turn 180 to back it up front because you cannot come out from that parking lot, back it up. That's only one way. That's exactly what it is. Look.
You keep saying this like you're proving something. Don't you understand how weird this is? You came in this way, then you back up, then we've got you trying to back into the space, I guess. And you're like literally you'll go like a foot and then back it up and then a foot and then back it up. You're doing like a 40-point turn.
George,
what are you doing in this video?
I'm telling you, look what happened.
You're killing me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This column.
You told me that you went nose first into the space, and now I'm seeing you on video not going nose first. So look where we are. Look, the front right of your car, which is where your damage is right by the back left of his car. So you're exactly where you shouldn't be if you had nothing to do with this car. The entrance is on that side, right? The entrance is on that side.
Here.
Right, so you're driving in. Why are you backwards in?
Because I explained to you, a wheel of the car and this concrete column there is no way that you can go this way. It's impossible.
How did he do it? How did the guy next to him do it? How does everybody do it? You think everybody has to do a 44-point turn?
No.
I think maybe you don't drive so good. That's what I think. Maybe. Go ahead and go back to the lectern, please.
I didn't touch it on a video. You can see it.
You know, before you knew he had the video, and I asked you repeatedly whether you attempted to back into that space. No. And then I think you've probably realized,
okay, yes.
No, we're done. I need you to understand something. This is not a criminal case where he has to prove the case beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. This is a civil case where he has to prove that it's more likely than not. I have lived a long life, and I have seen a lot of people trying to park vehicles. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody have this kind of trouble to park this vehicle in there. You come in, and then you realize you can't get into the space because the angle's wrong. But instead of just going like this and parking in the space, you then pull all the way out, and then you pull all the way in 6 cars, and then you go this way, then you go this way, then you're trying to back into the space, and then you do this, like maybe an 8-point turn, and then you come out again, and then you go nose first.
May I explain to you why?
No, you cannot. What you can do is pay the man his $763.65. I find that it is more likely than not that you probably hit him, considering many things. Number one, the video of how much difficulty you were having. Number two, the video that has you right next to his car, right over and over, back and forth, right on his car. Number three, the fact that there's damage to your car that you say wasn't there. And then you say, oh, yeah, no, that was there. There's no damage to my car. Oh, no, that was there already. And number four, it looks to me like they're in an even spot. I drive a Pacifica. They're not that high. All right? Verdict for the plaintiff.
So after looking at the video that the plaintiff brought into court with him, the judge finds for the plaintiff. Mr. Levitsky, what's your reaction to what the judge just decided?
Very painful, and my heart is crying. I never touched his car. That's only what I can say. I'm sorry.
Well, the judge is convinced, after watching the videos, it was you.
All right, it was me, but when the video never showed that I hit the car, yes, I park in. Because nobody understands that you cannot park in, you have to park in only front, because there is no way that you can come up from the parking lot if you park in rear.
Well, that's the judge's verdict, and you're going to have to live with it. Yeah, not much you can do about that. And you're going to have to pay for the damages, $763. All right, sir. The exit's on your left. Yeah, let's see what the plaintiff has to say about this. If it had not been for the video he brought into the courtroom, there may have been a different version of this case. What's your reaction, sir, to what the judge just decided?
Well, I'm very pleased with the, with the judge's decision. I'm glad that we have such a great judicial system in place, and evidence speaks for itself. Justice has been served today. So I'm very happy with that.
Well, had you gotten the video, this might not have happened that way. Absolutely. You said you had proof, and indeed you did. So good enough. Okay? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, Harvey, that'll bring this case to a close. Pretty amazing, huh?
Well, Doug, look, video is critical in this case. It was really, really important. And I got to tell you, in this world now, there is video everywhere. It may be from your cell phone. It may be from a passerby. It could be from a Ring doorbell, or it could be surveillance video somewhere on a light post. But when you are in an accident or there's something you need to show, look for video. It exists. It is everywhere.
I rent an apartment in Brooklyn, New York. 2 old air conditioners and a washer broke. We called the recommended repair person and we had to pay the bill. We changed the filters as instructed. Should we have to pay for improvements on something the landlord owns? What can we do?
Typically speaking, the repairs would be the responsibility of the landlord, but you have to check your lease to get the answer for that.
It would be kind of an unusual lease. Usually that is a landlord issue, right?
I have seen where, like, repairs under 200 are your responsibility. Repairs under 100 are your responsibility.
You're right. That's not that unusual.
Right. So you have to see what you signed and figure it out. But typically speaking, because they're the landlord's appliances, I don't think those are improvements. Those are repairs, unless the landlord can show that it was your neglect.
Right.
The landlord cannot make you pay for it. Now, it sounds like you paid for it and you want to be able to deduct it. You paid for it because the guy was standing there, and apparently the landlord hadn't made arrangements.
Right. If you're a renter and you don't damage something by accident, by negligence, by intentional misuse, or not taking care of it, it's probably going to, it's not going to be on you, rather. That's going to be normal wear and tear.
Normal wear and tear.
Right.
But for example, landlords will often present the plumbing bill to someone when they snake out hair. Right. Like braids.
Right. Well, why is all that hair in there?
Yeah, all right. They'll say, I think this might be your fault.
Right. And then they'll say, it's not so obvious.
Not so obvious that it's my
tear. Exactly. That's on you.
Exactly. So check your lease.
Right.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. From the co-director of Shrek and the visionary behind Toy Story comes Spellbound, a magical new animated adventure starring Rachel Zegler, John Lithgow, Jennifer Lewis, Nathan Lane, and Titus Burgess with Javier Bardem and Nicole Kidman. When a powerful spell turns her parents into monsters, Princess Elian must journey into the wild to reverse the curse before it's too late. Watch Spellbound, only on Netflix November 22nd.
This is the plaintiff, Tracy Cole. She says she hired the defendant to install some pipes in her son's house, paid him in full, and he never returned to do the work. She called the defendant 19 times. He didn't even have the courtesy to reply, and she's had it. Now it's up to the judge to let this lackadaisical, unprofessional guy have it and order him to return her hard-earned $700. This is the defendant, Sean. He says he went to the house 3 times to do the work, but the materials were never purchased like they agreed. He wasted over 3 hours of back and forth, and at his daily rate, they're just about even. He says he's trying to run a business and has no time for people like this, who are unprepared when he has other customers who are prepared and waiting for him to do their work. Oh, or a refund? No way. He's accused of poor plumbing progress.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says she hired the defendant to install some pipes, but the guy disappeared. Now, he says that he tried to do the work for this woman, but she never purchased the supplies like she said she would. It's the case of Pipe Down.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
All right. Ms. Cole, you are suing Mr. Sean and his company for $700 that you want repaid to you because you paid him to do a job he didn't do. Tell me about it.
Yes, I paid him on the 1st of January 2022, $700. We went up to Chase Bank, and he parked next to me. I gave him $400. He gave me a receipt. And then the next day, he came over and got $300 more. I asked him when he going to start. He said we agreed to
How did he get the $300 more?
He came back the next day.
Do you have a receipt for the $300?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me see the receipt. This is supposed to be a receipt for the first $400?
Yes. So
where's the words for? Where does it say 400?
I don't know where you put the amount at.
Well, whenever you hand somebody cash, you need to make sure you don't let go of cash with this hand until a receipt goes into the other hand. You need to know that you're getting a receipt to prove the amount you gave. Okay, so there's the 400, and then this 300. Dug hole in back, replaced broke pipe, cabled line, 300. That's the receipt for 300?
Yes, 300. That's the one he gave me. The receipt he gave, but he never put a date on it.
Okay, is this the work that was getting done in your son's house?
He never done it. He never came back.
No, I know, but was digging a hole in the back to replace a broken pipe cable line work that needed to be done in your son's house?
Yes.
Dug hole, because it's in the past tense. Dug hole in back, replaced broke pipe.
I don't know what he put on the receipt. I just know he gave me that receipt, and he supposed to did the work. He never came back. He skipped out on me. He never came back.
All right, let me hear from you, Mr. Sean.
Yes. The dug hole and the $300 thing was at her personal home, not her son's house. I believe I was there the day after Christmas on a Sunday, and I went out there and I completed that job.
Did he dig a hole and replace a broken pipe in your backyard, your own backyard, Miss Cole?
He never did that. He's making it up.
You know what would help are dates on your receipt. That would help.
Yeah.
And addresses on of the site of the job and stuff. That would help on your receipts. Mr. Sean, do you have any proof that you went to her house?
I have a witness to that, and also I didn't realize that I was out of invoices that day, which is why it was written on a regular piece of paper.
Oh, no, but that regular piece of toilet paper and crayon is sufficient. You just have to write the right stuff on the toilet paper. So so all you have to do is write the site of the job. You wrote the scope of the job, but you didn't put the address of the job. You didn't put the date of the job. That would have helped to not have this issue. But in any event, go ahead. You have a witness, and what else?
I have a witness that I was there. And also, I have a report with the Better Business Bureau where she reported the $400, and she said that's all there was. She never mentioned $300.
Well, you also have some other app. What is this app? You sent some timeline. Where did that come from? Did you just create that on a computer, or is that an actual app?
No, that's the timeline on my Google Maps out of my phone.
So your Google Maps out of your phone will tell you where you've been at a certain time?
Yes.
My Google Maps does the same thing. It'll tell me where I've been at a certain time?
Yes.
Well, more importantly, my husband's Google Maps says where, or my kids' Google Maps. I have radar on all of them, so I don't care.
And it's actually funny you said that because last night I just had to link my girlfriend into mine, so now she knows where I am every time.
Good. That's why God made devices and all those other apps. Yes. I tell my kids all the time, that's an invasion of privacy. No, those are all my phones. I need to know where my phones are because you don't pay for them because you are small and poor and you don't work yet, you know? Anyway, so that's interesting. Your Google Maps shows that in December you were at her house. That's what that app shows, right?
Yes. We're looking at the one on Star Avenue, Your Honor.
What is Star Avenue?
That was a rental house I had, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, he admits you gave him $400 for this job. He says you guys breached, not him, and I'll talk to him about that in a second. Right now, I'm trying to establish, did you give him $700 and he didn't do the job, or whether you gave him $400 and you're throwing in an old bill for good measure because you're angry. He says you're throwing in an old bill for good measure. He is showing me this timeline off Google Maps to show me that he went to a house you own and did work at that house on December 26th, and that the past tense on that bill that says dug hole in back, replaced broke pipe and cabled line, all those past tenses refers to a job he did on Star Avenue. That's what he's saying. What's your answer to that?
Now, I'm talking, and I'm telling you, he did not do no job on Star Avenue for me. He said he went to that job. I never was there, so he said he left.
Okay. He did not dig a hole in the back of your son's house and replace a broken pipe and cable line in your son's house because the job he was supposed to do in your son's house had nothing to do with the backyard, right?
No. He supposed to start.
Correct or not correct?
I don't know what he supposed to do. He just said.
I'm sorry. What did you hire him to do in your son's house?
I told him to do the pipes. He didn't do the pipe.
I don't know what do the pipes means. You hired a plumber to do
in
what?
The ground. He supposed to start it from the back and go to the front. That's what he supposed to did in that house.
Okay, Mr. Sean, what was the job that you were supposed to do at the son's house?
The house was gutted. The house was gutted, and it was going to be to replace all the pipes of the house. I mean, it was completely gutted. He wanted to move the kitchen from one side to the other side.
So was there work that needed to be done in the backyard as well in terms of the pipes to connect?
No, I was there. I never even saw a backyard.
Well, you admit she gave you $400 at least.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And so what happened that you didn't do the job?
Well, originally I told him that I was going to charge him $1,200 for the job, and her and the son said, hey, if we buy all the materials, will you do it for $800? And I said, oh, well, you know what? I mean, since I've done a lot of work for you guys, or for you, I said, yeah, I'll do that. It's a deal. But I was supposed to go back like 3 days later. I went back. There was no material there. There was nothing. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have time. I went back 2 days later. Same thing.
Why do you go back if he doesn't have the materials? Why do you go without him confirming he has the materials?
Well, because when I talked to him, he told me, he said, yeah, I'm going to have everything there. I'll meet you.
Yeah, I know, but you already know he didn't have it the first time, so why?
I know.
How many times did you go back? Well, that's your defense for keeping the $400 is that you went back 3 times, so the $400 got used with your time. But why would a contractor go back 3 times when you haven't confirmed that he has the materials?
I know. I guess I'm too trusty.
Is that it, or you didn't really go back 3 times?
No, I did go back.
Okay, so do me a favor and show me your Google Maps of how you went there 3 times.
Hold on, let me try to look at my phone and see.
Is the son here to testify, Ms. Cole, or no?
Yes, he is.
Okay, can I talk to him?
Yes. Come on.
Hello?
Okay, can you raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did you have any conversations with Sean going to your house regarding materials, and were you supposed to buy the materials and you didn't buy them? Tell me what happened there with you and Sean.
He met me up to the house, and I told him what I wanted, and then I had what I needed.
You did or you didn't have what you needed?
Yeah, I have it. Like, I still have all the parts.
Okay, did he ever go to your house and you didn't have the parts?
Nah, he never. He told me a time to start. And then he said, okay, I need certain stuff. I said, I have everything. And he had said, I still need something. So I'll need $400 for a deposit, and then I'll come back on Tuesday. He never came. When I called him, I told him who I was. I said, so are you coming today? He said, I can't get around to it today, but he just kept pushing me on like a later date. And then he just stopped answering the phone.
Okay, I have a question for you, though. Did you pay any of the monies, or is it your mom who paid the monies?
It's my mom.
Okay. Do you know how much your mom paid?
Yeah, I seen her pay the $400.
Right.
Like, I was with her when she gave the $400.
Right. Did you ever, you don't know anything about that other $300, right?
No, I never had any more contact with Sean.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you give the spot back to your mom?
All right.
Mr. Sean, do you have any records? You know how you had Google records showing that you went to work for her? Do you have Google records showing that you wasted 3 trips at his house?
Well, it doesn't always show addresses. Like, even the first time on the 9th, it doesn't show the bank. It says
So the answer to my question is no. You don't have independent evidence of that the way you have of Star. Okay. I got it. Now, Ms. Cole, if in fact you gave him $700 and not $400, can you please explain the following? You write a letter to the Better Business Bureau wherein you say that you gave him $400 and that the resolution you want is you want that $400 back. See, $400 is half the work. That would make sense that you gave the $400. Why would you not tell the Better Business Bureau that you gave him $700 for an $800 job?
I didn't find his receipt till after I wrote the Better Business Bureau.
Except for that, you know what you put down on this job. You're not an idiot. You just found an old receipt for something else and added that in there because you're mad at him. Just like he says. So you're claiming you gave $700 on this job when you know that when you read that receipt, it is a job that was done on a different property. I don't think a contractor should be showing up 3 times and saying your deposit has been eaten up, okay? If your job is to go there when the materials are there, don't show up 3 times without knowing the materials are there. You got to give back that $400. You, Miss Cole, are greedy. I don't think you made a mistake. I think you lied. Because when you're angry and organized and write into the Better Business Bureau, you know darn well what you paid as a deposit. So you go to the Better Business Bureau, you write them that letter, but to me, you lie under oath and say $700. Unbelievable. I hate that my hands are tied and I actually have to do the right thing. $400 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, the judge didn't believe either the plaintiff or the defendant in this case. In any event, the plaintiff is going to get $400 back, not the $700 she claims she gave him. Sean, let me ask you something. The judge didn't believe you either. What do you have to say about that?
No, I did go over there, but I mean, I've only been in business a few years, and I'm still learning. I'm learning the ins and outs of being in business, and I don't do everything the way it should be because I mean it's still a learning process, learning how to be a businessman.
Well, obviously you got a lot to learn. I'm sorry, but you got to give her $400. You said you weren't going to do it, but you have to. You got a judgment against you now for $400. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Cole. Ms. Cole, you're still really fried at him, aren't you? You are one angry lady, huh?
He gave people money. He got reviews that it's saying he run off with people money and don't do his job. And now he's exposed on national TV. Miss me with that. Long as you pay me $400, that's good enough. Half of it's good enough. You ain't get away with all of it. Oh, well.
All right, she's going to get $400, and that's the judge's decision. Harvey, how about it?
Okay, when you hire somebody to do handiwork, or even if it's a licensed contractor, a lot of times you think, I won't make a contract with them, I'll just have them come do the work. That's a bad idea. You should establish the ground rules, the scope of the job in writing. Not just that, but how much is going to be paid, what will be paid in installments, how much, as much detail as possible. The more you write at the front end, the less likely in the back end you're going to end up in court.
If pets are considered property and they are attacked by other animals or hurt in any way, why are the medical damages not capped at the animal's monetary value like cars that are totaled?
So why can't you total a dog or a cat? Is basically what the question's asking. In a word, the reason you don't really see that occur is probably insurance, because most cars are insured, and when a car reaches a certain value, it's totaled and you can't get more.
If it's the opposing party and they're going to pay for your car, they're going to pay for the value of the car, because you are not expected to fix the car.
Right. That's right.
Like if it costs $100,000 to fix a $20,000 car, that is a bad business decision.
Of course.
Nobody expects you to do that, nor do you have a right to do that just because you're really attached to the car.
Right.
That's an excellent question that the viewer is asking, because why do we as a society allow me, if you've cost me because your pit bull bit my poodle,
you go to the book value for the poodle real quick.
You don't just go to the book value for the poodle. So it's a very legitimate question.
And what if it's a mongrel that you adopted from the pound? It's the greatest dog in the world.
There's no value to the dog.
It has no value.
And so your pit bull can go around willy-nilly just biting all the
$10,000 in medical bills. Sorry, you're capped at $4.
I think the answer is because we do expect the owners of pets to take reasonable measures to save the life of their pet.
Right.
It's built into the analysis.
We expect all the time.
We don't expect you to spend $100,000 to fix your pet, but we might expect you to spend, $1,000 or $2,000.
I bet you there are people who have paid $100,000.
I'm sure there are, but if they came to court and sued for it, they wouldn't get it. You're always limited in your damages to the reasonable value of the damages caused by the defendant. So whatever the reasonable value is, you're expected to spend X on medical bills, so that's not going to be unreasonable. But you're not expected to spend $100,000 to fix a car because you're really attached to it.